It's time for a little comedy, a little content, and a lot of conversation. It's the Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube. Now here's your host, Geno Jones.
I saw you peeking in on me. You caught your boy. You caught it. You were kind of peeking in the window. You saw me actually before showtime, but it's all good. It's Friday. Yay! It is Friday. I call it Friday edition of the Geno Jones Show. Hey, listen, give yourselves a hand. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for watching. I come to you live Monday through Friday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern, 5:30 p.m. in Chicago, 3:30 p.m. in Los Angeles, 1:30 out in Hawaii. Please subscribe to my channel. You and everybody you know, please tell everybody, all your friends, your family, your coworkers, your foes, folks that you love, that you like, that you can't stand, that you can't, strangers, aliens, folks on the subway, folks on the train, folks on the L, folks on the interstate, wherever, it doesn't matter. In the laundry room, supermarket, in the gym. Subscribe to the Geno Jones Show. Subscribe, share, and like this and every episode, and subscribe to the channel. Yes, we made it to another weekend. Man, shout out to folks in the Northeast. Man, y'all about to get, it's like snow-a-getting. See, growing up in Chicago, like blizzards and all that stuff, it's like, okay, it's January. What the hell do you expect? Really? All right, my weekend review. So it's like, my weekend review and my weekend preview show. Tonight is the night. Betty Wright made that song. Remember back in the day, tonight is the night. Well, tonight is the night. Janet Jackson, Miss Jackson, if you are nasty. The Janet Jackson documentary, in her own words. She said, I'm gonna tell it, damn it. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. And if y'all don't like it, so we're gonna find out about everything from Little Penny on Good Times to The Secret Baby to being married to Renee Elizondo and the Control album, and let's see, Jermaine Dupri and Q-Tip. For such a fine woman, her taste in men is just kind of suspect. I'm just saying, you know, I mean, I ain't judging dudes, but I'm just, it's like, you know, Janet, it's like, you were Janet Jackson. I wonder if she gonna talk about Bobby Brown. Oh, you hadn't heard? Well, I'll let Janet tell you. Oh, we'll see if she talks about just her friendship. We'll put it like that. Her friendship, her and Bobby, back in the day, back in the mid-'80s, when she was killing the game, when she was on top, she was like, almost like the #1 superstar right there with her brother, Michael, and then Bobby Brown in the mid-late 80s before he met Whitney, was killing the game with My Prerogative and Every Little Step and Ronnie and Rock With You. They were friends. What kind of friends? I'll let Janet tell you. And what did her daddy? I wonder if she's gonna tell you what her dad thought about it. Papa Joe didn't play. Papa Joe wasn't no joke. Papa Joe Jackson. So I am so excited about seeing. So it is a 2-part, really 4-part, 2-night documentary. So tonight, Friday night, 8 o'clock 8 o'clock Eastern time, 7 o'clock Central time, and then Saturday night, 8 p.m. Eastern time, another 2-hour episode. I cannot wait. Yes. You know what else I can't wait for? I can't wait that we're going to finally get a black woman on the Supreme Court. It is about damn time. Should have happened years ago. So I'm really excited about that. Now, you've heard, you know, look, I'm not a lawyer. I'm not like a Supreme Court junkie, but you've heard names. There's a woman, there's a judge from South Carolina, actually, J. Michelle Childs. She's already a federal judge. I hope she gets it because I'm here in South Carolina, so I'm rooting for the homegirl from South Carolina. There's a Ketanji Brown Jackson. She's also a federal judge. As a matter of fact, all the experts say she's like the odds on, the better's favorite to get the seat as the first black woman Supreme Court judge. But just to kind of throw a little spice in the mix, I'm saying I got a couple names I want to throw out there because I don't know if you know this or not. You do not have to be a judge. You don't even have to be a lawyer. There's nothing in the Constitution that says only judges can be a Supreme Court judge or only lawyers. Now, you could know the law and study the law and not necessarily be a lawyer. I mean, how many, jailhouse lawyers do they have? How many folks, look, come on, judges, listen, there's some folks that are judges. Listen, that black robe don't make your ass a judge, okay? Just saying. But I got a couple names in mind. I want to see what you think about them, just to kind of throw a little spice in the mix there. You know, now, I think she would be supremely, no pun intended. I think this first name I'm going to mention, I think that you'll probably agree she would make a great Supreme Court judge. Now, she may not want the job. As a matter of fact, she hears me mention her name, I might get cussed out. But I think that this woman would be supremely qualified. I think she would be as good as any woman on the planet, black, white, yellow, green, alien, or whatever, to be a Supreme Court judge. Michelle Obama. Wouldn't Michelle Obama make a great Supreme Court judge? And I'm sure if Michelle Obama is watching this show, she's like, Geno, you have lost your damn mind. Do you want to get cussed out? You know how a sister from the south side of Chicago can be, bruh. You from the south side of Chicago. I don't want no parts of nothing. I don't even want to drive past the street that says Washington or it's got a D or C in it. I don't want no parts of it. 8 years, y'all dogged out my husband, me, you called me an angry black woman, you dogged out and you was following around my babies. So hell no, you can have your Supreme Court. I'm good. I got my bag, I got my man, my daughter's in school. We holler at you. Good luck with that. Good luck with that democracy thing. How's that working out right about now? See, the black man was president for 8 years. Things were fine. You turn it over to your white father, the white nationalist God, things have gone to hell in a handbasket. I'm just saying. Orange Hitler. That's right. Came Orange Lucifer. How about that? But I think Michelle Obama would make a great Supreme Court judge. You know somebody else I think would make a great Supreme Court judge? Everybody knows her. Just about everybody that I know, they love her. She's been very successful. And I think she would make a great Supreme Court judge. How about Oprah? Oh, come on. Oprah? As a matter of fact, how about Michelle Obama and Oprah on the Supreme Court as judges? Now you're talking. All right, I got one more. One more. Hang in there with your boy. I got one more. Now, this one may be a little less conventional, non-traditional. This may be a little, this one might be out in left field, maybe less center field, a little out there. But I think that this woman would really, she would keep it real. She'd be fair. She would tell it like it is, no BS. And I think she would be a judge for the people. How about my girl, Cardi B? Cardi B for Supreme Court. Hey, stop laughing. Why not? Listen, you don't have to be a lawyer. You don't have to go to law school. You didn't know that, did you? Yes, Cardi B, if they could somehow, if they could get her passed through the Senate, if she could get enough votes in the U.S. Senate, the United States Senate, she could be. And if she was appointed, President Biden. How about Cardi? Now that you talking about shaking up some stuff. Woohoo! That would shake up some shit. Cardi B, Supreme Court judge. I love it. Okay. Okay, come on. All right, listen. You got to admit, that was funny. I got you. You weren't expecting that one. Nah, I bet you were. I bet you weren't expecting that one. Not at all. So, anyway, it's been a big week. Now, before I bring on my guest host, happy birthday today. So, man, today, wow. For like really creative, artistic, when it comes to singers and rappers, today must have been a day, when these babies were made, it was something in the water or in the air about creativity. Celebrating a birthday today, repping Virginia, my man, Mr. J. Cole. Rapper J. Cole is 37. Wow, really? Man, J. Cole is 37. Man, y'all getting old. Rick Ross, Ricky Rose, repping the 305, my man. How about some of them wings, Ricky? All right, listen, Ricky, brother. Hey, Rose, I know I saw the commercial for Wingstop. You say you ain't doing wings, you're only doing thighs. I love thighs, too. But the brother needs some of them lemon pepper wings, partner. Holla at your boy. It's championship weekend this Sunday. Sunday. NFL championship weekend. I know. I love football. I hate so much about the NFL, the owners, the races, and all that. But I digress. So J. Cole, 37 today. Happy birthday, J. Cole. Happy birthday, Ricky Ross, 46. My man doing his thing, Anthony Hamilton, up there in Charlotte, about 3 hours from where I am right now. My man, shout out to Mr. Anthony Hamilton. The man that's got the mean hat game, and it's just got the spirit and the soul, and not singing, and then really got them singing ass background singers, the Hamiltons. Anthony Hamilton is 51 today. My man, rock him. Listen, I'm a huge Biggie fan. I love Jay. Arguably, Common is my dude. Common's underrated. They're some of the greatest rappers. But for my money, one of the most underrated rappers, and I put him on a par, just a mic and a stage. I'll put this brother up against any Jay. You name it. Jay, if Pac was alive, if Biggie was alive, hey, it's all good. But this brother here, Rakim, from Eric B. and Rakim, paid in full. Come on, where are my old school hip hop heads back in the mid 80s, 86, no, like 80, 87, 88. Come on now, paid in full. Rakim, 54 today. For all my gospel lovers, I love this brother. Even if you don't even have to love gospel music, but when you hear this brother, when you hear talking about singing, when you hear this singing and you feel the spirit of his music. Marvin Sapp is 54 today, and Sister Soldier is 58. So happy birthday to all the Capricorns. Today is one heck of a day. All right, I think I got my guest host on. I see, it looks like she's ready there in the green room. So my guest co-host is a media personality, a community activist, and she's a warrior. Because she, to use a sports analogy, she played hurt last Friday, and her brother didn't even know she was hurt. But like a true champion, she didn't let it keep her down. She kept her word, and she is back with us. And you can just, like a Luther Vandross and Chain song, you can see the glow as I bring her on camera. Welcome to my guest host, feeling better. Satan, we are rebuking you in COVID-19. You couldn't keep a good woman down. Black woman magic. Welcome, my guest host, Miss Dekota Rane. Back to the show. Hello, my friend. Wait a minute. Well, hold on. What you got going on, girl? Back in the back. What are we doing? Are we guest hosting, or is this a night at Magic City?
Oh no, I was trying something different with my light, and my background's not working out like I planned it.
I'm teasing. I love it. I mean, it's got that.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I don't smoke, but you should have told me. I guess I wouldn't needed to smoke a cigarette or something. My lights are too bright. I'm like, wait a minute, Sunday. Right. Well, first of all, I'm glad you're doing better. You look great. You sound great. I really felt bad because I appreciate you keeping your word. But if I knew, so last Friday was your first guest appearance for those who are watching. Because I'm doing some different things on my show, and one of the things is having guest hosts on. And we have been trying to put this together. I've been trying to get Dekota on as a guest host for a while, and she said, I'm going to keep my word. I had no idea that now, correct me if I'm wrong. So you found out a week ago today that before you came on, you actually found out you tested positive for COVID, right?
Yes, and I'm still positive.
Oh, are you? Well, you don't look I mean, you look positively healthy. But you know what's something funny about that? Did your doctor mention to you, because I've had my doctor and other doctors say that even after you are not contagious, some people could test positive for COVID for up to 90 days.
Yes.
Okay, so your doctor told you the same thing.
Yes.
Man, this thing is, Man, this thing is crazy. So, but all right, you look great and you sound great. So I'm glad to have you back. So I'm gonna do like DJ Cassidy. I'm gonna turn you loose. So you heard the monologue, right? So tonight's the night for Janet Jackson's documentary. I'm really excited about having a black woman on the Supreme Court. But did you hear the three? Because, I've heard all the other names, like the women who they are supposedly seriously considering. They're all super qualified. All of them are like already federal judges. But, did you know that you do not have to be a judge? There's nothing in the Constitution that says you have to be a judge or a lawyer to be a judge on it. Yeah, you do. No, I know a lot of people that are like, oh, really? No. There's nothing in the Constitution that requires you to be a lawyer or a judge. We've had Supreme Court justices that were not judges or lawyers.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
In my younger days, I spent a little time in court, so.
Oh, we got to throw your name in the hat. But okay, so I had some different, because I just wanted to kind of spice it up a little bit, because I think they would really add some different flavor and spice and really be like judges for the people. Because, a lot of these judges, they've gone to Harvard and that's cool. But, we need somebody that, somebody around the way girl, somebody, that can go up in the hair salon and the barber shop and, she can get her nails done and, get the twist going and, you understand. You a black woman.
Yeah,
you understand.
I get what you're saying. And I do think that.
So wait a minute. Did you hear the names though? I want to see what do you think about the three candidates that if I were Joe Biden, the three, these are the top three candidates that I would choose from. Did you hear the names I mentioned?
No, I didn't hear your name.
Okay, here we go. Check it out.
Some names.
Well, let me see what you think about here, and then you give me yours. But I want to see what you think about my nominees, or out of the three, I would pick one. First of all, Michelle Obama would be great. She'd be a great Supreme Court judge. She would cuss me out probably for even suggesting this. I'm sure she don't want no parts of Washington, D.C. She probably don't even want to fly over D.C. going to Europe or Italy. I'm sure after 8 years, she had enough. So my second nominee or second person to choose from would be Oprah. Oprah, come on now. What do you think, Dekota? Oprah. Yeah. Who don't like Oprah? You got to judge, and you got to judge, and you got to judge. So we got Michelle Obama, Oprah. Now this last one, I think this is really going to hit you. It's going to hit you different. It's going to hit different, real different. How about Cardi B?
Oh, wow. But you know what? She's abrasive in her personality, but she does make a lot of common sense, even though the way that she puts it out there is, it's kind of what we're not used to.
That's what we need. We need somebody to shake it up. I mean, in a good way, because we already had somebody that shook a whole lot of stuff up and it's still shaking. So we don't need that. But I think, Cardi B on the bench? Oh, yeah, that would be. Because she would keep it real. She'd be like, look, y'all tripping. Y'all trying.
Now that you mention it, she should have her own judge show because, she's having kids. She's getting older.
That's right. Yeah.
Eventually, she's going to have to change her image. So it's actually a good career move for her.
Come on, Dekota, give it up. Come on, give it up to your boy. Come on now.
You should be a manager.
Okay.
What, did I say something funny?
No. Oh, listen. Because people probably think, okay, Mr. Funny Man. But no, honestly, I think that we need some people who are not, listen, I got mad love. Listen, if you are a brother or sister and you were able to get in Harvard and deal with all that, I got mad love for you. But that's cool. But you ain't the only one that could really be a judge. It's got a lot of, like you said, common sense. A lot of being a judge to me is, you got to know the law, but you can study the law. You can learn that. You can read and learn that. But common sense is not common. Or as my grandmother would say, common sense ain't common. I think we need more judges, because I could hear Cardi B saying, look, now y'all tripping on this trying to make abortion illegal. First of all, y'all need to mind your business. Second of all, these old ass men that can't even make babies. How you gonna tell a woman what she can do with her body? And are you gonna go ahead and put the men in jail that's getting the women pregnant, and then they leaving them, and you gonna talk about the woman got to go to jail and the doctors? I could hear Cardi.
It's some weird stuff going on in politics these last 8 to 12 years. Some of these people kind of almost appear to be unstable mentally.
Wait, come on now. Listen, Dekota, you have watched enough of my show to know you ain't got to be nice. You can keep it like Cardi. Okay. Keep it 1,000. Kind of crazy. How about crazy as hell? How about bat bleep crazy? How about, as my grandmother say, nutty as a fruitcake at Christmas?
Yeah. Because I mean, like, it makes no sense. Like, okay, we're already in this economic chaos, and then you're banning abortions, but you see on the news every day somebody's either killing their kid and committing suicide, or I mean, it's so common for people to abandon their families as far as child support and stuff like that, and even some moms dropping the kids off on other family members at fire stations and stuff like that. Why are you forcing people to have babies?
Right. And what you need to, for me, listen, instead of making abortion illegal, if you want women to have babies, and it's not that you should encourage, look, you ain't got to be married, but these parents, listen, the woman didn't make the baby by herself, damn it, and the child didn't ask to come here. So if y'all can't get along, that's your problem. You got along long enough to make the baby. So y'all can co-parent on opposite sides of the planet, but damn it, you got a responsibility. Take care of the child, okay? I'm just saying, that's just my take. But instead of focusing on trying to make it illegal for a woman to decide what she wants to do with her body, how about making it easier and giving women, especially, infant mortality rate among black women? I don't need to tell you. You are black women. It's like 3 times higher than it is for white women. How about child care? Listen, now my baby is 20, but as a matter of fact, I wouldn't even think about trying to have a child now. Child care, I've got friends that tell me that their child care is a mortgage.
Yeah,
$1,200, $1,400, $1,500 a month per
child.
I
was say car note, but you're right, a mortgage or a really nice luxury car note.
Yeah, depending on what city you're living in. I'm like, what? Yeah. That is, so how about supporting moms, dads, families with child care, make it affordable? And President Biden was trying to do that. A pre-K for all children, or regardless, there's no such word as regardless of income. So it didn't make, look, if you got to work 2 or 3 jobs, you're working at Walmart and Target and all that, and you barely making like 35,000 or whatever. Folks need help. So give women and families the support, the financial support, the social support. Make sure that they get the health care that they need, the postpartum, not just physical health care, but just the postpartum, like mental health care that a lot of women need, because it could, I'm not a woman, but I grew up in a house full of women. I know postpartum, which I was a little kid, and I was like, postpartum, what is that? And my mother explained to me, which can be traumatic. I'm sure maybe friends or girlfriends or women in your family that really kind of suffered with depression and just anxiety, some other, mental issues after their pregnancy. And I didn't know what that, but I've seen it in women, and that postpartum is real. Those episodes can be really real and real tough. So.
Yeah, I was looking at some potential grants that we have coming into the state for work earlier.
Good.
And I noticed that our child care is decreased by almost 50%. And that was because of some legislature. They passed some rules and regulations, basically saying that, hey, no more unlicensed centers. You have to be licensed, which is cool, but I don't understand the logic. Sometimes they know they're going to cut something out, but you are the one that allowed it from the beginning. And I really get it, because we had a lot of things happen in the news with kids being hurt or whatever. So I understand what they're trying to do, but why didn't you come up with some type of prevention before you just snatch the child care away. That makes no sense at all.
Well, it's intentional. That's a whole, listen, that's a whole different show. That's some back episodes. A lot of this is not
Yeah.
accidental. I mean, they want these children and families to fail. They don't want these children to have great educations. They want them to fail because there's data that shows that you can track a child's future. Children who by third grade are not reading at grade level, they know the chance of them going to prison is exponentially higher. And you've got these corporate prisons, folks spending millions and billions of dollars building prisons, and you got all these corporations that have invested, and they bought stock. So the prison industry's on Wall Street. So we got to make some money. We got to put some folks in these prisons because we didn't spend all this money to build them. But I digress. It's Friday. I don't want to bump folks out. I don't want to drag them down that rabbit hole. Go back and binge watch some back episodes. So, okay, let's hear your Supreme Court. So are you going to go more conventional? Are you going to be Joy Reid on me? Or you want to go ahead and be Monique and Tiffany Haddish and give me some maybe your non-conventional selections for the Supreme Court?
My non-conventional would be.
Let's hear him. I like it. Yeah.
Well, first of all, I do want to say that out of all of the candidates that I've read about, I do really like the one from South Carolina, Juliana Childs.
J. Michelle Childs, Judge Childs. I'm rooting for homegirl. I'm rooting. Let's make it happen. President Biden and Congressman Clyburn, who literally saved Joe Biden's presidency, his campaign, and in essence saved democracy. He is really, man, he's putting on the full court press. He's like, yo, Joe, I saved your ass. You need to put my girl on the bench. She's highly, and all the serious nominees I heard are really overly qualified to be on the bench.
Yeah. Now, for my non-conventional, if she was kind of still sane a little bit right now, I know a lot of people don't like her.
Hold on, wait. I'm sorry. Just please say that again. I just the way it hit. I don't know if folks got when she said, because you were just kind of matter of fact. It was kind of like you just said it and just kind of moved on from it. But I was like, she's like, she ain't really kind of saying. You said she ain't
Not
really.
Right now.
She right now. Right. Oh, I bet I know who you're gonna say, but I ain't gonna say it. Go ahead.
Wendy Williams.
I knew it when you said it. I didn't get it at first, but when I said it out aloud, I was like, oh, I know where she going. They got another. They've announced like more guest hosts for her show, and
I think she's done.
All jokes aside, I hope, because she was having some health challenges, and I think she was having some mental health challenges also. And mental health is real. It's really real.
It's real, but I think she's done. It's time for self-care.
Yeah.
It's been that time for a long time.
Yes.
When all the stuff came out.
With her husband and all that crazy.
Yeah, that's a lot of stress. That's a lot to deal with. And then you're getting hit harder because you never had any filter when you were judging people for the same situation.
That part.
So come
on,
so
that part right there, because thank you. That part right there.
Yeah. So she was like the pot calling the kettle black, and I think it's more of an ego wound a lot than anything. Like it's just the social pressure, and she's been in the spotlight 30 years, 40 years.
Yeah, 30.
So
good 30. Yeah. 30.
So,
she really hit in the 90s is when she really hit. Start hitting. Yeah. I got one word for that. Everything you said is true. That part, all of that part, but one word, and this applies to all of us. I tell people, be careful, because karma, #karma, is real.
Well, it's not even karma with her. She reaped what she sowed. Like, you were so harsh, especially when women, like I said, when somebody's going through relationship stuff, and that was her main thing to just kind of dig into, and pour salt in the wound.
Yeah.
That's, like you said, mental health is real.
Yeah.
Somebody's going through a divorce, especially if they have investments, money, even if somebody's out here and they don't have anything with that person, it's still a lot going through splitting up and going back and forth with the lawyers and the
Yeah.
hate and the
Yeah.
vindictiveness and, and the kids and stuff.
Right.
And she just had no mercy
Right.
on anybody,
Yeah. But that is
you know.
karma. That's karma now.
Yeah.
Oh, that's karma. See, people may not think, you may not think it's karma. Listen, it ain't karma until the karma's coming back to your ass. See,
Yeah.
when you throwing it out there, it's cool, it's fun, it's ha ha tee tee hee, yeah, you laughing and having a good time. But
Yeah.
there's a saying, it ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun.
No, not at all.
When you the hunter, you hunting the rabbit, it's all good. But when the rabbit get the gun, you like, ooh, oh snap, hold on now. Hold on, partner. I was just joking. The rabbit like, well, I'm just joking too. So your ass better run. I'm gonna count to 3.
My other pick would be I would say Whoopi Goldberg, and but I want to say Cheryl Underwood too, but I think she'd make a better child support or family court judge.
Yeah. 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 Oh yeah. Cheryl, homegirl, she's from Chicago. Yeah. Cheryl Underwood, yeah, I can see her in child support or divorce court. Now your ass, with your trifling ass, you got cheating on But no, you know what? Honestly, Whoopi. I think Whoopi would be no. Yeah, I think because Whoopi's funny, but Whoopi's very intelligent. Seeing her on The View, she could hold her own. I could see that.
And she has a lot of life experience, just the stuff that she's overcome, and so she understands like the social issues. She's been through the walk. She's got money, but she's actually lived life. So
right. She knows what it's like to be poor and struggling. She may have forgot it's been a while, but she ain't forgot. You say I don't care how much money. Once you've been there, as a matter of fact, you never forget because you ain't trying to go back. You're like, y'all ain't getting my ass back. I'll wave at y'all when I drive by the projects, but my ass, nope.
And she's recovered from addiction.
That's I forgot about that, but that's true.
Yeah, anybody that can do that, and move for and just rebuild, especially like when it's been out there and it's public.
Yeah.
That person really understands.
Yeah.
They can really put themselves in somebody else's shoes.
That's good. You need to holler at President Biden. President Biden, y'all need to holler at Dekota. I think you would make a good advisor for President Biden. There you go. I like that.
Thank you.
So, all right, listen, are you ready? Are you excited as I am? Tonight is the night.
I am.
You know what I'm talking about, right? Janet Jackson.
Yeah. Yes, I love Janet Jackson since I was a little girl. And I've been waiting on my sister to come from Atlanta. I'm actually at my dad's house tonight. He had an emergency with him. His nurse bailed. And so I'm sitting with him and I'm waiting on her so we can kind of wrap this thing up so I can see what Janet Jackson is.
Man, Dekota, man, I feel horrible. Man, you're going to make me feel like I'm like...
No, don't. Let me stop you right there. It's calmed down a lot, but it's like... basically my life is like I'm always doing something for somebody else. It's not as bad as it used to be.
I know that story.
Not as bad as it used to be. And I won't even say that it's bad, but it's just like it's cool.
Well, listen, let me quick story. I know my mom is watching. So we were talking about my grandparents and my grandmother. If there's a such thing as angels in human form, it would be my grandmother. My grandmother, I can't even tell you the times that she took on. Now, we didn't have a big house. We stayed in a 3-bedroom apartment, and it was 6 of us. It was my 2 sisters in the back bedroom. It was my grandfather and myself in the middle bedroom, and it was my mother and my grandmother in the front bedroom on the 2nd floor of a 2-flat, they call them 2-flats in Chicago. And I think New York, they call them like brownstones, like a 2-flat apartment. There was one time, there was a woman that my mother barely knew. She just started working at a job that my mother was working on. Short story, the woman had an abusive boyfriend. Her name is Trilby Childress. I can still remember this woman's name. I can see her face. She had 3 young boys. my mother asked my grandmother and my grandfather if, she said the guy beat her up and he threw her out. Her and her 3 kids kicked him out of the apartment, out of the house. She literally was homeless with 3 kids. My mother asked my grandparents if she could come and stay with us. Trilby and her 3 boys, young boys, stayed with us for 2 years, and my grandmother wouldn't take a penny for food, for rent, on utilities, nothing. Even almost, my grandmother didn't cuss, but you knew when she was mad. My grandfather, who she loved and adored, almost got cussed out. And I get it. I think one day he was just kind of frustrated because it's a lot. It's because my grandmother was retired. My grandfather was retired, but he was still working at home. He was a tailor. Now he'd be a designer. He made suits and clothes and alterations.
Wow.
And he had 2 professional sewing machines in the bedroom that we stayed in. So he would be up all day and all night sewing. And so that's how he made money. He could pay all the bills. But I'm sure it had to be a lot. So he went from buying groceries for 6 for buying groceries for 10 people in a 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom apartment. And I think one day it got to him. And all I remember, I don't even know what my grandfather said, but I'll never forget the words I heard my grandmother say. She said, "Oh, Conway, that girl got kicked out on the street. Stop complaining, blah, blah." And basically, he slumped out of the house and when he came home with bags of groceries. So I'm sharing that story with you because I grew up, in my DNA is the DNA of a woman who would probably maybe still be here. She'd be probably 100 something now, but to this day, I believe that years came off of her life because her life was about service to other people. And my mother and I talked about it to the point to where she neglected her health. And she had a health condition that had it been addressed earlier, she definitely would have lived a little longer. She may have been able to live a lot longer. So why am I sharing that story with you? I don't want you to do what my grandmother did. Make sure because you can't take care of anybody else.
Yeah.
Until you can take care of yourself. Listen, without self-care, you can't take care of nobody else.
And it's crazy that you would say that because I earlier today I just took it upon myself to make some appointments that were kind of behind on some stuff that I have to take care of. And it's crazy. So that's kind of like the universe just letting me know, hey, whatever you do, you make sure that you move forward with these second opinions and appointments and stuff.
God is using me as a vessel to be like, hey, go and take care of what you need to take care, handle your business, so you can come on back and guest host. So, all right, so if you had a chance to sit down and talk with Janet, be like, listen, girl, we're gonna talk about this thing here. You want some wine? I got some wine. I got some. I don't drink, so I don't know whatever your favorite wine is, or champagne, whatever it is. And if you could ask her one question, what's the one thing that you really, really want to know about Janet?
Just one. First of all, I would get kicked out because I would not go by the one question rule. I would probably be trying to beg her to, hey, tell security to let me go. I'm telling you, I just really need to know this information. And I promise you it's going to benefit me and a lot of other people.
Okay, so what are some of those things? You don't have a one question rule. Go ahead.
I would really like to find out, like, they had the rumors about I can't even remember his name. They buried him so good about that marriage that she
James
had.
DeBarge. She's going to talk about that and then the whole secret baby.
Yeah. Yes. I would really like to know what it was, the real Janet, because she's 2 people and I get it. Like having been a performer and stuff like that before, you're the person you are with your family, your friends. And then when you grab that microphone, you're a whole another person, but that's a part of you. But if you had a choice on who you could be, I can tell Janet would rather be that homebody person.
Yeah.
Because I've been with Janet since she was Penny on
We
Good
all have.
Times.
Yeah, Penny on Good
Yeah,
Times. We grew up with Janet. Many of us. Yeah,
yeah.
we grew up with Janet.
So with that being said, I mean, like, you see her creativity, you see her love for dance and all that stuff like that. But with the stuff that's been kind of pushed under the rug or whatever, I'm not even gonna say under the rug. It just was the PR at the time.
Yeah.
You know, women could not have an image of having a certain type of life. They had to have a certain persona
Yeah.
in the spotlight. It just recently you were allowed to be sexy and be a mom as an entertainer. But I would really like to know, what she was going through, because to me it appeared that it was kind of painful to be Janet Jackson,
Yeah.
back then, because it seems to me that she really wanted to have a normal life with a boyfriend and a family, and she just wasn't allowed to do that.
Yeah.
She had to sneak, and it seems like they were trying to separate her. And then there's a rumor about her, and was it Jimmy Jam or
Mm-mm.
one of them?
Well, well, okay, that's a different story. But I did mention earlier in the monologue, you might have missed it. Janet in the late '80s, well, mid '80s for sure, right after
Yeah.
Control and right around when My Prerogative came out, Janet and Bobby were friends.
Hmm.
Now I don't know I can't confirm to what extent, but for a time they were friends. And had you heard that? See, I hadn't heard about Jimmy Jam
I
or
hadn't heard
Terry
that
Lewis.
either,
Oh,
but it makes sense
oh,
because
I heard about Bobby. I'm just saying. I'm asking you. Had you heard about Bobby?
no, I haven't heard about
Oh,
that.
but you heard
But
about Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. See, that's the one I
yeah,
missed.
yeah, but it makes sense because they say Bobby was a really sweet person. For a while, they said he was really cool, and as far as like just a good boyfriend and stuff, they said some. I don't know what clicked or what happened over the years, but they that's what I heard. I don't know. You're laughing like, no, hell no.
No, no. Listen, no. Look, Bobby's a cool dude. I listen. You know what? I was really hard on Bobby. I'm gonna
Yeah,
confess. I'm not gonna front because I have been hard on him publicly on my radio shows.
yeah,
Then it turns out, like, because the narrative for years was like Bobby was the one that really got us strung out on cocaine. And
yeah,
the truth is, Bobby don't even like drugs like that. Bobby's thing
yeah.
was alcohol and drinking.
I watched something that basically was the other way around.
Well, it turned out, unfortunately, the person that
Yeah,
turned her on to cocaine was an older brother
yeah,
named Gary Garland, who was actually a basketball player in college. He played at DePaul University, and I remember DePaul growing up in Chicago. And he was pretty good out. He didn't really do anything in the NBA. But I said, and when I heard that, I was like, wow, Gary Garland was, man. So he's the one, and
but
because
it makes sense because she was a supermodel.
yep,
A lot of
she,
people don't look at Whitney like the super. They look at her like the singer and all that. But Whitney
that's
started.
what she was doing when Clive
Yeah,
discovered her.
yeah,
She was like at the, I believe, Wilhelmina agency, which at the time was like
yeah,
the top black agency and one of the top agencies, and she was a model for them and
yes,
could sing. Yeah, no, you're right.
yeah, yeah. So she was like a real legit model, and in that industry, a lot of people don't understand. There's a lot of use and abuse.
Yeah,
There's a
unfortunately.
lot of use and abuse. There's a lot of shut up. There's a lot of trying to control you. And like, once again, like I said, when you're selling a physical image,
Yeah,
you do not matter. So it's really easy to get mentally like just taken away from here. Like you're just a walking shell because this all they care about is the outside. You're going to sell these products. You're going to make this company look good. You're going to make this person look good. You're just an accessory. And just imagine what a woman is really designed to be. A giver and a receiver. Actually, you're a receiver, and you multiply whatever you receive, and then you give it,
yeah,
back, and you make the world better. That's what you're designed to do. And you're being you're asked to be something that you're not when you're selling an image. So I get it. I really do. I get it both ways. A lot of people, they want to point fingers. you got your Bobby lovers and your Team Whitney, and they're always like, defensive and saying, "Oh, it's his fault. It's her fault."
Yeah.
They were just two broken people caught up, like their jobs just, it's no different from when somebody is been a long-term military career person and they've been to war or they've had to keep certain secrets and stuff like that.
PTSD,
anything like that, it takes a toll on your mental health. It eats away at your soul. And
hell, everyday life does that. You don't have to be an entertainer in the military, especially the last 2 years with COVID. Oh my God, listen, being a black person in America, we got 402 years of PTSD that has just been untreated. And that's a whole different conversation. Just being black in America, really globally, but especially black in America, you come in the world with PTSD, all the crap we got to deal with. So, is that the one thing that you really would want to ask her?
Yeah, it is, because I think that as women, especially coming through times like the 70s, the 60s, and the 80s, where you're kind of still fighting for your your identity. It's kind of like a revolutionary time during that time, and a lot of women were very confused. They were trying to find a way to just be heard, for their voice to be heard. And I feel like she never got that voice. Janet never got that voice. So I would like to give her, basically that voice, because she seems like she's such a sweet person and stuff. She does.
Well, she got it on Control and Rhythm Nation, like she said. She said, "I'm in control, and I got lots of it." I was like, "Yeah, that's my girl. Come on, Janet." So the one thing, all jokes aside, the one thing that I would ask Janet, do you want me to whoop Justin Timberlake's ass? Because I will.
I forgot all about that incident.
Oh, I ain't never forgot about it. With his little punk ass. So do you? I know you got a lot of brothers, but do you still to this day? I'm in pretty good shape, Janet. Do you want me to handle that for you? Do you want me to whoop his ass?
You kind of got me angry all over again.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
Yeah, because that was like that. Once again, that goes back to what I was saying about women in the industry.
Yeah.
You're just a accessory.
Right.
And that they both had big names. Justin, you didn't have to do that.
Right. You pull her breast out, and then all of a sudden your little punk ass. Well, see, I didn't. I wanted to. I still, and I don't advocate violence, but yeah.
It didn't work out for him like he thought it was going to work out.
What did I say? What's the word? Karma. Hashtag karma is real. Y'all can play around if you want to. Listen, I need you to get back and check on your dad. Thank you so much. Why don't you give everybody all of your social media information so they can follow you and check out all the things that you got going on.
Okay, you can find me on Instagram, also on Facebook. They're both Dekota Rane. That's it, just Dekota Rane.
Now spell it for him, so make sure they can spell it right.
Dekota, and it's Rane with the E on the end.
Because you know how we are.
I want to do the TikTok thing.
They'll be writing Rain and like, oh wait, I can't find it. All right, she said Rain, girl.
Actually, to help them, if you Google it, my stuff will pop up.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
Because she big like that. She got it like that. It's just Google like, bam, Dekota, there she is right there. All right, well, listen, thank you so much. Have a great weekend. Holler at your dad. Tell your dad thank you. We lift him up in prayer. Being a warrior. Do your thing, and we're looking forward to having you back on the show real soon.
Okay.
All right. Take that, whatever it is, ginger. Get you that ginger and that turmeric, and I guess what? Green vegetables. Man, I've been eating so many green. I've been on this collard green, but I've been like the canned glory greens. Y'all need to send me a check, because this is an unpaid endorsement. I've been doing these because I don't have to bother anybody about cooking them. And they've been pretty. I gotta confess, Glory, y'all really need to cut a brother a check. All right.
I buy bag products. I buy but I'm only doing kale. I can't tell you the last time I had any other greens.
I love collard. I don't do the kale. I love collard. So, all right. Well, Dekota Rane, ladies and gentlemen. Check her out. Follow her on social media. We'll see you soon. Thanks a lot.
All right. Thank you.
All right. All right. There you go. Hey, listen, everybody. Thank you for watching. Thanks for letting me be a part of your life as always. God bless each and every one of you. God, most of all, thank you for letting me do the Geno Jones Show. Please subscribe to the Geno Jones channel. Share and like, or subscribe, like, and share this and every episode Monday through Friday, 6:30 p.m. Markel Bailey, the official barber and hairstylist of the Geno Jones Show. He is on Instagram, Kelby Cutting Up, KELBECUTTINUP. Allie Jones and Bruce Gage, the official wardrobe consultants and stylists for the Geno Jones Show. Allie Jones is on Instagram, _Lexi, LEXXIE, space, Nicole, NICOLE Designs. And you can just search Bruce Gage on Instagram, Bruce Gage, GAGE. His Instagram page is Miglio D, but the D is D-I. Miglio, MIGILIO, DI, Mario, UOMO. That's Miglio Di Mario Uomo. It's Italian. But he keeps the gear. Just check out his Instagram page. He's got fashions that's just next level, y'all. I mean, you'd be ready for Hollywood or anywhere. I got to get out of here. Have a great, let me do it right. Have a great weekend. This Sunday, NFC Championship, Sunday. Me and you, Monday, the next live edition of the Geno Jones Show, Monday, 6:30 p.m. In the meantime, go back and binge watch all my back episodes. I had a great week of shows, so you got some great binge watching to go and check out. One last thing, until I see you Monday or until you see me watching my back episodes. As always, I want to leave you with, be blessed. And thanks for watching.
Subscribe and tune in to the next episode of the Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube.